Ni hao. Welcome back to my channel. Tossie here. And I'm going to shoot the 30 after 30. That means the 30 things I've learned and want to remember all the days of my life after turning 30. I hope that makes sense. So as we do that, I'm actually looking at myself. Let me turn this off. We'll do that as we try and give a solution to these men here. It looks scary as it is right now, but hopefully by the end of the video it will be looking something better. So let's get into it. The very first thing, I'm looking at my phone down here, so don't worry if I don't look you guys in the eye. The very first thing is I don't have to complain about every little thing that does not go right. Some things are blessings in disguise, and just want to remember this: never to complain. Instead of complaining, it's better to just keep quiet and remember that it could be a blessing in disguise. Best way I learned this was in, I think, September, late September, when we were going out for the Concours d'Elegance. I was with my husband and my sister-in-law, and we were going to drive there, but things changed and we ended up taking an Uber to the place. I forgot my camera. Actually, we had started out, we drove some distance before I realized that I had forgotten the camera and was going to such an event without the camera anyway. So I requested we go back home and pick the camera, and we got home, like we took a U-turn, literally went back, came back. I'm in the house right now, so it's right to say came back, picked the camera, because I was the one who had forgotten the camera, so I was the one who had to rush back to the house and get the camera. So I rushed, and on coming back with the camera, I realized that the car had refused to start. Like, as soon as he stopped and me alighting to go pick the camera, the car couldn't move again. So we had to just push the car to the parking lot, and we forgot about it for that day first because we needed to get to Ngong Race Course. We needed to get to Ngong Race Course on time to take pictures and definitely have a good time there. So we left the car, got into an Uber and went. My husband had actually complained so bad that I wasted their time. I forced them to turn back, of which they shouldn't have. But it was good, because if the car had stopped at Ngong Race Course, or rather if it had gotten whatever fault it got at the traffic to the place, should have been chaos. Anyways, that's it. Let's get to the next point. So remember, guys, if you're like me and you want to just be a better my Kalenjin self, be a better person, remember not to complain. Yeah, just let things be. Then the second point is the second point I've learned is I can choose to have peace of mind and ignore the surrounding environment. Like headphones on, some music playing, and forget everything else for that moment. If you're actually feeling like the environment you are in is not good for you, or whatever people are talking about is negative, or it doesn't like go well with what you've chosen to believe in, or rather you've had a quarrel, for example, with your significant other or with someone, you can choose peace. Instead of rethinking the situation that made you feel bad, you can actually decide, you know what, I'm just going to keep myself busy with something else instead of indulging in more conversations that would lead to you getting more pissed or more angry. Yeah, so that's it. Choose peace. And I think it's easier said than done, but I'm learning, and I'll remember this throughout the days that are ahead. Yeah. Another, like, a tip or a hack, it's a life hack actually. If you feel that you actually can't hold in whatever, like maybe you're so pissed, you want to utter some words, maybe you want to actually engage the other person who made you angry or who made you feel bad, you can just count backwards from 100 in your mother tongue, like Bogol. I can't even do it myself in my own mother tongue. Goodness. Yes, but that's a good trick if you know your mother tongue well. Even if you don't know, try counting backwards. At least it will distract you. Yes. Another thing, the third point, is walking and stretching. It's life. Like, instead of sitting down, sitting actually kills you slowly. So it kills me slowly, not you. Whenever I sit for too long, I end up feeling really sick, like my body is not even mine anymore. So remember to walk, stretch. People who sit in the office for long hours, you can schedule your job or your duties so that you can have time, maybe after every 1 hour, to just take a walk, a brisk walk, maybe to and fro the washroom or to and fro the kitchen if you have one in your office. Yeah, just move, don't sit way too long. The fourth point is this one is going to, like, it's going to come out the wrong way, but don't trust influencers and social media and mainstream media at all. I don't even have to say anything about this. You get what I mean. Don't trust. Don't. And I repeat, don't. Yeah. Then the fifth, build genuine relationships with the right people and live an authentic life by choosing to speak your truth. These are things I'm telling myself, so I should actually be telling myself, like, I should choose to speak my truth under all circumstances. Yeah. Then the 6th is my actions can inspire someone to change, so I should watch what I do. Yeah. Don't just do stuff thinking no one is watching, and then in the end you realize, oops, that was a bad decision, that was a mistake, and yet you had the whole time to just do something right, and whether someone is watching or not, you can inspire them. Yeah. The 7th, I should think of myself at all times, but this is not to mean that but I or me comes first. You can't help people, or you can't be there for people when you're not even there for yourself to begin with. If you know me, you know I love to go out of my way to just make sure everyone is comfortable, everyone has gotten whatever they want, and sometimes, to be honest, I've forgotten myself. But now, at this point, I am learning to remember it every other day of my life. Oops. Yeah. We're on point 8. Be kind and loving, but be smart enough to establish healthy boundaries in my relationship with those people. Like, sometimes you're so kind to people who take advantage, or they just decide, oh, this chick is always being kind, so whatever, we can actually do whatever we want to her. So just remember, not everyone sees that boundary. When you're kind, some people actually tend to just push too hard. So just be smart enough, Tossie, to know who's who. The 9th, perfection isn't as glamorous as I imagine. It is boring. It is very, very boring. Because if you always want to be perfect, you always want to make everything perfect, you might hold back your creativity, just thinking, oh, it's not perfect enough, or this and that, and in the end, you don't show your potential. The 10th, stay patient and trust my instincts. Yeah, that's one thing. My instincts, by the way, are in most cases very right. And whenever I've just ignored them, it is disaster. Yeah. So, the 11th, look for the beauty in old, because new isn't always better. That is self-explanatory, right? To the next one, or rather, adding to that point, let me just add something. Material things can be taken away at any moment. No, this is the 12th. I think it should be the 12th. I wrote 11 twice, but it should be 12. Material things can be taken away at any moment. So I should let go of my attachment to what I possess. Possess. Oh, my tongue in my mouth. Yeah, so material things actually are not, like, they're not permanent. Just remember that. Then, worry has never won a medal. I should avoid it at all costs. You too should avoid worrying. It's never helped. And I think I have to work on this, because normally, let's just talk about this example. Most cases when I'm calling someone and I don't reach them, especially if they were like outside, maybe it's night already, I start worrying myself, like I don't know how to change this, but I will remember this every other day of my life, that instead of worrying, I can look for, solutions or ways of trying to reach the person or something else. Like, this is where also you can start counting backwards from 100 in your mother tongue or in a foreign language, because it will actually distract you from the worries. Let's go to the next one. This should be number 13. This is something to remember for both me and you. Look fear in the eye, and in so doing, you'll actually overcome it. Try those things that you feared. Whatever it is, just face it, and you'll be overcoming it. Should I say, in Jesus' name? Let's go to the next one. 14. This one it's tricky, but it's tricky for me to actually say it out loud, because I don't know how people will take it, but it's something I've learned, and I want to remember this all the time so that I don't actually have to be bothered. It says, I wrote it down, so those who choose to hurt others are badly hurt themselves. Yeah, next time you're hurt by someone, just remember not to go too hard on that person, because they might just be hurting inside them. They might be going through a lot. So if it is someone you love, find ways of solving the hurt that both of you are going through, because the more you hurt them back, like if you revenge, then it means you're hurting too. Yeah. So the next one, this one is something I want to remember, like seriously. I should always find my tribe and love them harder. People you love, people who like give you the positive energy you need. Find them, love them, be close to them. Don't forget about family. Don't forget about those friends that have stuck by your side all through the years. Yeah. So that is number 15. 16. There is no such thing as a perfect relationship. None. Couple goals is a lie. A very big lie. I'm learning this from experience, guys. People will think that because you post photos of each other on Instagram, or because you don't post, then you have issues. When you post, you're okay. No. that is just for the gram. It is not perfect, and it takes hard work to make sure two people, depending on whatever relationship they're in, stay together through the years. Yes. Number 17, another very important one. Sharing with others might be scary, but it is important to show the real you. It is important to allow them join in on the journey. This goes out to people who want to put out their content out there, and people who want to, associate with people. It is important to just show the real you, no matter how hard it is. Yeah, it can be scary sometimes trying to show bits and pieces of their life that are not what others want to see. But when you decide to share, just share the real you. Don't lie. Yeah. Then 18, this is something I remind myself every other day, especially when I start thinking too much about some certain things, that I might die anytime, any moment. So it's good to be prepared. This goes hand in hand with what the Bible says. Jesus will come like a thief. So will you be ready? Yeah. 19. It's a funny one. The food on the ad pictures of restaurants or of whatever places, eateries, is not the real food. So don't blame the waitress or the waiter when that food comes to your table and it's not what you expected. This is for those people who think that the chicken nuggets on the billboard will come shining on the plate too. It's never that way. Yeah. I'm trying to make line. Bread. Then 20. You can be in love with someone, madly in love with them, but still be mad at them. Yeah. I used to wonder, why am I so in love with this person? Why do I love them so much and yet they still make me angry? So it's possible. It's not that you will leave them. No, you still love them so badly, but they're making you angry, so you're mad at them. It's good to work things out, but it's good also to remember that it's not magic, or rather it's not something out of this world. Yeah. 21. The lemonade I make out of bitter lemons might still be bitter if my attitude is not sweet. Yeah. So it all goes back to your ATT. 22. Never lose sleep because of anyone. Girls, don't ever stay awake because of a man. And men, don't stay wondering why she doesn't love you. Just sleep. Tomorrow is another day. The sun will come out and things might go south or north, so you don't really have to stay awake. 23. Pray to whatever supernatural being you believe. It helps to calm you during hard times. If you believe in God, if you believe in whatever, just pray. And prayer, you can go. What is the meaning of prayer? Yeah, it doesn't really have to be like you go to church and pray. No, it is that communication between you and God, wherever you are. 24. It is all in the now, this moment, this minute. It is all in there. 24. Yeah, I've said 24 already, so we move on to the next. 25. Oh my, this one, it just is the real deal. Let me just read it. Don't waste time stressing over lost money or opportunities. You can always get them back, but time can never be recovered. Don't waste time worrying about those things or thinking about them. Don't stress yourself. If it's gone, it's gone. But time that you waste stressing on it should never come back. Yeah. 26. Forgiveness is not about others. It's about letting go of your own pain. This one is a topic for discussion, honestly. I don't know how to understand this, but I want to remember it always. Always, always. 27. It is okay to call in sick sometimes. Your body needs that rest. Yeah. If you work like a machine at your place of work, or even for yourself, for your own business, it's good to rest sometimes. Don't push your body way too hard. Give it some rest. Be purposeful and intentional about resting. This is something I need to remember. Yes. 28. When feeling stressed or nervous, breathe in and out a couple of times and affirm to yourself that all shall be well. Let's say you're going for an interview, or you've done something wrong at the office or at home, and you're feeling really horrible that people are going to think bad about you, people are going to judge you. Just breathe in and out and remember it's not even permanent. That moment is just there for some minutes and it will be over. Just realized the camera stopped recording at some point and we're not done yet. That was 28. 29. Oh no, we were at 30. No. Avoid arguments with people who think they are more important. Oh yeah, we were at 28. It was about when feeling stressed, you just need to breathe in and out. And 29 is avoid arguments with people who feel they're more important than yourself or than others. You know those people, right? they are the worst people. Somebody who feels like they are here when you're here, just avoid them. Don't even argue, don't even engage with them in any conversation. My voice is disappearing, guys. It's night. I guess sleep is also coming in. Then 30, work has to be put in no matter what you're doing, like wherever it is, whether it's your own stuff you're doing, or you're doing it for someone, or you want to make money, or it's just something you're doing it for passionately, that is. It's easier when you love it. Yes, work needs to be put in, but at least love what you're doing. Yeah, and be passionate about it. Then I have 4 bonuses. Don't work too hard to rub it in. Just work towards your goals, towards being a better person, but don't work too hard to show off or to show others that you are making it or you're better than them. You get me? Yes. Then be around people who aren't the same as you. You learn something new. And then just live your life. Learn something new every other day. Be open to learn. It's good to read, to learn stuff, to learn from other people's experiences. Just learn something. And love with your whole heart when you decide to love. Don't love conditionally. Like you love your man because of this and that, or you love your woman because of this and that. When you're 30, when you're whatever age, it is good to love with your whole heart. Bye guys. Subscribe to my channel for more videos, and share this video if you feel like it can help someone. If you learned something, give this video a thumbs up